Hey, just welcome back to sort of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we got this comic here, and here's what this is a brand new product from the Timekettle brand. So if you guys saw my other video that I showed you guys from CES that I recorded that product in a hands-on because they gave me the opportunity to test it hands-on. You can see how cool the product works, but there's only so much I can show you guys in that test on the spot. So now that I actually got the product that I purchased myself right here, let me show you guys what the product looks like when you guys first get it. So they do call it the X1 Interpreter Hub, and pretty much for this product, if you guys really think about it, it's like a combination of all the products that they have. If you guys see my previous video, I reviewed a few other ones from this brand before, and let me show you guys here really quick. So these two right here is the one from Fluent Talk, which is also from the brand. This is like a handheld device that you guys can press to activate it and start talking stuff on here, which is what you guys do get for the X1. So I'll show you guys how that works in a second for those. And then when you guys look at these two right here that I'm currently charging, this one right here is the M3 and this one here is the WT2. And what these are a headphone device for you guys to put on, so that way you can use it on one side or both of them at the same time. So that way you can talk to people when you guys use it. And it's cool how it's magnetic as well. This one right here is more of a higher end one that I showed you before with the W2T, and you guys put this onto your ear. And when you guys do put it onto your ear, you guys can connect it onto the app that you guys can actually see the result when you guys are translating, which is really awesome. So having all four of those parts that I just showed you guys in mind, all four of those are what you guys do get if you guys combine it into one device on here, which is really awesome. So what I'm doing right now is to open up and show you guys what the product looks like and show you guys some of the specs that's on the back part here first. So let's open up the wrapping and let's open this up. Super excited to show you guys a hands-on point of view of what you guys do get on here, because this is literally so cool that they actually combine everything that they have from their current product all combined into one. And when I actually got the chance to try it out at the actual booth, I couldn't wait to actually get it in my hand to actually test it out and show you guys a comparison of what you guys do get from this product to the other one that I show you guys here. So I'm just covering up the private information here first, really quick. All right. So pretty much on the back part right here, you can see they do probably got a lot of specs and features on here. Some of them I mentioned already in the other video that I did. So the one-step activation, instant translation, which is what you guys do get for this one and the bigger one. So the T1 mini and the T1 portable translator that you use. The next thing that I mentioned on here, there's 40 different languages and 93 accents that is on here. It has 13 pairs of offline translation that you can use, 95% accuracy for translation on here, 0.2 response boost workflow, and they mention how it is a worldwide business interpreting. It has an earphone on and hands-off option, handheld translator option with auto recognition, and initial multi-user, multi-language interpreter hub. So as I showed you guys before, if you guys saw that video that I did, that one you guys do have the option for everything that you do get on all four of these devices combined, whether it's like one-on-one, two-on-two, or if you guys want to do like multiple connections on the device for the meeting or whatever, you do have the option available, which is really awesome. So if you guys take this out and open it up, just slide it open and just open this up here. Once you guys open up, here's the first thing that's included inside. So they mentioned communication is connection. And once you guys take this out, they pretty much provide you guys like the user manual to teach you guys how to use it. So if you guys don't know how to use it, take a look here. Usually for a lot of their products, there's a lot to take in and there's a lot of different features on here. So I'll cover some of the stuff that's on here and you guys can feel free to play around with it when you guys have time. But underneath that, you can see right here, we do have the product. So the product itself is very nice packaging for what you guys do get on here. And they do give you guys some other stuff here as well on the side, you can see. So the first box that's inside right here, they do provide you guys this accessory that you can use, that you guys can just pretty much hook this onto your ear for a much more secure fit, which is pretty neat. And that's everything in this box here. For the other box next to that, which is this one right here, inside this box, it looks like they provide you guys the extra ear tip that you guys can change. Maybe if it doesn't fit correctly or maybe for a more comfortable fit. You can see this is what the inside looks like. Let me try to focus it for you guys. It'll look something like this. So feel free to change it if you guys do need to. And then that is pretty much everything inside that outer box. Before we show you guys the actual product here, in the bottom part of the actual package, there's one more thing in the bottom. So let's do open it up. Right here, it looks like they do provide the cable that you can use to recharge it. But just like how I showed you guys in the other video, they do have the option for you guys to buy like this charging station for you guys to charge multiple at the same time. So here is the cable that you guys can use to recharge it, which is USB to USB-C. Pretty cool how it's USB-C to charge it pretty fast. And then last but not least, right here, we do have the actual product. So if you guys do take it out, the product's already wrapped up, so you need to take out the wrapper here. Before I show you guys what's on here and unwrap it first, let me show you guys the video of the charging station that's from the one that I showed you before. If you guys are interested in getting a charging station Let's take a look. So right here, you can see what it actually looks like when you guys do this charging station. And it's designed for people who do have like meetings and stuff. So when you guys do that, you can plug this in and just have it all ready whenever you guys have a huge meeting for multiple people to use. You just put it inside right here, keeps it charged, and it charges up to 5 devices at the same time, which is really awesome. All right, so you see from that charging station, it's pretty cool how you can charge multiple devices at the same time. If you guys want to use this at like your, maybe in your meeting room or something, and you guys do have people that come in from like other countries that don't speak English or they're not fluent in it, you can pretty much use it like that. So a very cool device that you can use, perfect for either personal uses or even for office uses or even for business use. So what I'm doing right now is open this up and let's just take this out. Pretty cool to actually have this in hand now compared to last time when I didn't have it in hand. Or it was in my hand technically, but it wasn't actually mine. This one I can actually call it mine, which is pretty cool. All right, so once you guys take off all the wrapping that's on here, here is what the product looks like. So just like I showed you guys before in other video, here is the screen. Here's the button for you guys to press to activate the translation option. On the side right here, we do have the option for you guys to press to increase and lower the volume, activate the product. Top part right here, we do have the NFC option for you guys to use to connect it and other stuff. Here on the side, it does say Timekettle and it does say X. Bottom part right here is where you guys can put it onto the charging station that you guys just saw to recharge it, or you can plug it in directly into a USB-C cable to recharge it. And then for the bottom right here, if you guys look carefully, they do have the speaker that's on there that will translate the stuff out, which is pretty cool. I believe it has it on the top part right here, and there's probably like the microphones throughout the product here somewhere that translate everything that you guys saw in the other video, which is pretty cool. And I just show you guys in the other video for the test. You guys can press the bottom part here, and that will open up the bottom part here for you to take out the earbud option. So that way you can start using it, which is pretty cool. And as long as you guys keep it inside right here, it'll keep it charged. Just make sure to peel off this part right here first in order for you to charge it. So you guys put it back inside here. Once you guys put it back inside, you can see how it starts charging. So just slide it back inside when you guys are not using it anymore. And you definitely want to make sure to put it onto the correct side, because if you guys don't put it in the correct side, you guys can't slide it back in. You can see. So now you can see how it is charging. So just slide it back inside here, plug it in cable, then you can start charging it. And you probably want to remove this film here, so that way you do get a better point of view of the product. So that's a little bit about the product in terms of what you guys do get on here. Let's turn it on first, and then we'll plug it in the cable to show you guys how to charge it. So like I mentioned, on the side right here is where you're going to press the button to activate it. And I'm assuming here is probably a microphone for you guys to use the translating option. So let's turn it on here first. All right, so it turns on, you can see on the screen. So it does say Timekettle on there. Give it a few seconds to kind of load up. So I think if it's the first time loading out the product, you probably have to set up some stuff. You can see right here on the screen. So they give you guys the option to change the different language on here for your own preference, and the battery percentage that's on top. So right now the 93%, but let's just plug in the cable first to show you guys how to charge it. So like I mentioned, feel free to plug it in the bottom, or you can use the charging station. For right now, we're plugging the cable here first, and you can see how it starts charging. Notice the screen that's on here looks pretty cool, how it shows up that little indicator light there. And if you guys saw how when there's charging on there, it shows you guys how it's charging both earbuds at the same time. So let's do it one more time just to show you guys. So it's charging there, and to show you guys how both earbuds are charging. Pretty cool design. And what you guys want to do right now is just set up the device. So choose the language that's right for you guys. And as you guys can connect it onto Wi-Fi, so let me actually do that as well. I believe for the product, they do have the option for you guys to use the offline option that I showed you guys earlier. So right now we're just connected onto Wi-Fi first, so that'll probably take a few seconds to kind of load up. Once you guys set the Wi-Fi on here, it'll show you guys the guide of what you guys can use. So you do have the option to do one-on-one. There's a listen play option, and they show you guys what you guys can do for each one. There's an ask and go voice call option. So that's the thing I mentioned, how you guys can use it in a meeting if you guys want to, which is kind of cool. And then here's the multi-person option. So you guys can talk up to 20 people. We can guys use that. So let's say, for example, if you guys do have the device out, you guys can have people, up to 20 people talking 5 different languages at the same time, which is really awesome. Perfect for if you guys have a meeting or something. And then right here, they show you guys how to use it. So they mention how you guys can press that button to take it out, but I will show you guys how to do it. So it seems like if it's your first time using the product, you do have to activate it. So let's push it out and tell you guys to take it out, and then put it back on. And now it's activating the earbuds on here, you can see. So now you guys are ready to start using it. So just like I showed you guys before, this is what the screen looks like when you guys do got all connected. Feel free to use whichever setting you guys want on here. And you guys do have the option to use the earbud option, or you guys can use it directly from the unit. So for right now, I'll unplug the cable first, and it's pretty much almost fully charged right now to 95%. But if you guys do look at the screen right here, show you guys that's charging, which is kind of cool. And here's the language that you guys are currently using that you guys selected. And here is the battery percentage and Wi-Fi logo to let you guys know it's connected to Wi-Fi. So I think the first thing I want to show you guys on here, just like how I showed you guys from the other video when I tested out, it'll show you guys the ask and go option, which is super convenient. You guys just want to press on the button right here, and that will change the screen on here to the language that you want. If you guys can see. So one right now, press on the setting here and change the language. Let me change the language on here real quick. So you guys need to press on ask and go to change the different language on here to what you guys want to use. Let me try to focus on here again. So this part right here, see how it's translating from Chinese to English. So what I'm gonna do right now is to change it from, let's change the Chinese to Korean, so that way you can hear the difference of what it sounds like when we do use it. But just to show you guys the different options available, these are all the different languages that's available for you guys. There's Chinese, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Russian, and so much more available, even Japanese. So let's just change it to Japanese for now. So it doesn't matter if you guys are saying Japanese or English, it will automatically detect your language on here and it will translate it based on that. So let's try in English here first. So press and hold it to speak. Hello, how is your day today? And now if I change it back to the Chinese and English option, because I can speak Chinese. Let's see how that works when we do use it like that. And notice how the Chinese on here, they even have the option for you guys to use either the traditional or the Cantonese option. Let me see if I can show you guys right there. So Cantonese, or there's simplified, which is the traditional option for Mandarin. I don't really speak a lot of Mandarin, so that's why I can use Cantonese. So let's give it a try. Hi, 你個名叫乜嘢啊？你食咗飯未啊？
Hi, 你個人。
So actually I just did a mistake. So instead of doing that way, you guys have to transfer it over like this. So instead of using the Chinese here on top, you guys have to put it on the bottom here, because it detects the language on the bottom. When you guys use ask and go, it's a different functionality. So let's change that here first. So if you guys want to get the correct result, you have to use like this. So it can't be Chinese here and English here. It has to be like this if you guys use the ask and go option. So if you guys try again, this time using the correct setting. Let's try again one more time. Hi, 你個名叫乜嘢啊？你食咗飯未啊？
Hi, what's your name? Have you eaten?
So that's pretty much exactly what I just said in Cantonese. Let's try it one more time to make sure it's accurate. 你今日準備去邊度啊？有冇去上班返學啊？
Where are you going today? Are you going to work or school?
Alright, so translation is actually pretty accurate, like they mentioned, which is 95%, which is really awesome. Just make sure to change the language that you guys want to use on there, whether if you guys want Cantonese, Mandarin, transfer to English, or vice versa. And like I mentioned, there's other options available, like the listen and play, one-on-one option, or whatever. So the multi-person, I can't really use that at the moment, but if you guys do have like a big meeting with multiple people, you do have the option to use that. Let me just turn it on there to show you guys what it actually looks like on the screen, if you guys would use it. And it do explain to you guys on here as well. So this is different ways for you guys to use it, if you can see. So you guys can create a meeting on here, you can join the meeting, and once you guys start using it, you guys can do that. And if you guys want to call people on here, it also works as well. So feel free to call people on here and they show you guys how to use it and the description about it. So you can dial someone, make a voice call and everything on here and translate as well. And if you guys do activate the other options available on here, listen and play and one-on-one, let's go on one-on-one. So the one-on-one is where you guys would need to use the earbud to use it. You can see right here. So you guys pretty much set the left ear as Chinese and the right ear to be English. So let's take it out and give it a try for that. Then we'll try to listen and play after. So what you guys want to do is to take it out. So they tell you guys to remove the earbuds on the side. And let's take it out. So because I'm only by myself here, there's no one else for me to use it. I'm just gonna put it on myself. And I do have to mention that when you guys do put this onto your ear, it's not like super secure in your ear. It does feel kind of loose. So that's why they give you guys one of these here, so that way you guys can secure it onto your ear and you don't have to worry about it falling out. But honestly, for this device, you don't really need the earbuds to begin with, unless you guys want that like privacy conversation. But once you guys take it out, slide it back inside right here to close it. And notice how right here on top, it shows you guys the percentage that's on the device, which both of them is at 100% at the moment. Alright, so let's do give it a try. Let's see how it does work when you guys do use it. So we do have it on. So it seems like you guys have to talk really carefully on here for the earbuds when you guys do use it. So I'm going to try something more simple. Hi, how are you today? So the reason why you guys see both of them at the same time is because it's hearing like Chinese from this side and thinking you guys are speaking Chinese, while the other side is saying something else, if you can see. So I'll stop it for now. So let's put this away. So pretty much when you guys are using this option on here, you guys want to make sure that you guys are kind of far away, because if the microphone is right next to your mouth when you guys are talking and one side is saying something and the other side is saying something else at the same time, like for example, like right now you can see how I show you guys the translation for both English and Chinese at the same time, even though I said Cantonese, because you guys are so close, it's translating at the same time. So what I'm going to do right now is to do the same thing, but this time I'll move the earbud a little bit further away for the Cantonese one, so that we can see if there's a difference. Alright, so let's try again this time. Hi, can you hear me? Alright, so I just translated to the other side when I do talk, and you guys don't hear on the other side anymore because the microphone's away. So this is pretty much how far you guys have to be away from the microphone in order for it to work. If it does the translation on here when you guys use that. And when you guys are doing the translation on here, it's pretty much translate to the other person so that way they can hear it. If I were to have it this close away from myself at first, I show you guys, it won't really work too well. But right now the translation on here is working pretty well. If you see on there, just make sure to speak really softly or really slowly when you guys use that. So if you guys do listen to the other end of the other headphone or earbuds when I'm talking on here, it'll translate to them. So I'm actually bring over and put it on the microphone that's on my chest here. So pretty cool how they have the option available on here when you guys use that. For right now, let's put it back inside so you guys can see how it works. And let's go back to the main page. So once we go back to the main page here, the last thing to show you guys is the listen and play option. So they explain to you guys how to use it on here or what's the benefit of this one here. So listen and play is where you guys can place it in the main unit, and you guys can use the earbud to listen to the translation and just listen and play. So pretty much you guys can use the unit like this and then use the earbud to translate it out. So I'm going to switch it around. So that way I'm talking in Cantonese, and that way the earbud will come out in different language when you guys use it. You can see right here. So speaking Cantonese here, and it will come out in English for the earbuds when you guys use it. So let's give it a try. So I do want to take this out. And I'll put this one side in my ear and the other one I'll leave it out so that way you can hear it in a second. So let's press start. So press and hold to speak. Alright, so pretty much what you guys listen to right now is coming directly from the microphone from this device here. If you guys can hear what it sounds like.
好了，你而家聽到嘅幾乎都係直接由咪度聽到嘅，從呢個設備度聽到嘅，聽起嚟係乜嘢樣嘅？
So it seems like it's coming directly from the earbud and it's translating onto the device when we do use it on here, if you guys can see. Oh, so I guess what just happened was that when I'm talking on the actual device, it goes on here. But if I press and hold the button here, it does something differently. So for example, when I talk like this, if I can hear what it sounds like when you guys do use it.
例如，當我咁講話時，
Let me cancel it real quick and then do it again. So try one more time and reset it because I think there was like different things working at the same time. Alright, so what you guys are listening to right now is coming directly from the headphone or the microphone that's on the X1 here.
好啦，所以你而家收到嘅嘢係直接來自耳機或 X 上嘅咪？
Alright, and now let me actually close this first, so that way it doesn't keep going back and forth with this unit here. So very easy and very simple to use the product, and pretty cool how they do have the earbud option and this device here for you guys to use. You can use both of them at the same time, or you guys can do one-on-one chat, listen and play option, or even home meeting option. So now that I show you guys everything that's on this product here of what you guys do get and how it works, let me show you guys a quick little view of what you guys do get for the other ones here really quick. If you guys want like a more in-depth review for the other units that I have here, I compared it in a different video that you guys can go check out. So for the M3 that we have right here, this one's pretty cool how they do have a magnetic design. This one you do have to use the app. Same thing for the other one as well. So I'm actually opening up the app to show you guys what it actually looks like. So this is what the app looks like for this one here. So this one is the M3. So you do have to connect it. So what I'm doing now is take this out first and just put this on. The way how they designed this one, it definitely give you guys a much more secure fit. Kind of looks like an AirPod headphone or earbud. But let's click on connect and it'll tell you guys connect it onto Bluetooth. So if you guys don't have it connected already, you do want to do it now. And while I'm connecting on here, I do want to mention that case is actually pretty cool. You do have the option to close like this or even just put it on side because it is magnetic to hold it together like that, which is kind of cool. But right now I'm just connecting the device on the Bluetooth first so that way I can connect the app and show you guys what it looks like. Because I don't have connected on this phone, I have connected on another phone. So I have to reset the Bluetooth connection on here. Alright, so I do have connected and this is what the app looks like here. So I'm see how I show you guys the battery percentage, which is really low. So you probably want to recharge it first. But I do want to show you guys what's on here really quick before we do charge it. So there's a lot of similar modes on here they use, like the listening mode. There's like the touch mode, speaker mode, which is very similar in terms of what you guys do get for the new X1 hub. You can see here. So I won't really show you guys how that works, but it works pretty much the same thing as the other one. And we got to put it back into the case to recharge it. It'll pretty much start charging like that. So super easy to use. Now for the other one right here, which is the WT2. So this one right here, WT2 Edge. So you do want to open it up and connect it. So inside is like earbud as well, like I mentioned. So when you guys take out this one, you guys want to connect it via Bluetooth. And this is what the product looks like when you guys take it out. And the other side starts blinking, so that way it's ready to connect. So put this onto your ear first, and let's connect this onto Bluetooth. Once you guys connect this onto the Bluetooth, this is what the app looks like here. So this one shows you guys the battery percentage and give you guys the different options available on here as well. So this one has a little bit more stuff available in terms of same meal mode that lets you wear an earbud in each ear and keep your hand free for communication easily. They do have listen mode, speaker mode, and touch mode. So the extra mode that's available on here is this one here. But also this one works really well when you guys do use it. But my experience from the Timekettle brand stuff, it tends to work a lot better on the handheld device, as you can see for the test on here as well. Not saying that these don't work, it works pretty well, but it's not as accurate from my experience using these compared to the other one. But the cool thing about the earbud is the fact that you guys can hear it directly onto your ear to give you guys that privacy. That way you guys are not activating the speaker that's on the actual handheld translator, even though those are a little bit more accurate when you guys use it. So same thing how you guys work on the X1 is the way how you guys work on here. So let me just show you guys a quick little demo of what it looks like if you guys were to use the earbud option here. So let's say for example, if I do use the speaker mode, it will ask you guys to activate the unit. And you guys can choose a different language on here as well. If you guys want English or Chinese, feel free to change all those different languages available when you guys do use it. And the way how it's activating is by pressing the button on the side on your earbuds here. But just to show you guys the different options for language, like I mentioned, these are different options available. So just press right there and change whatever language you want, just like the X1, but you don't need the app because it's already on the device. So let's say for example, if I do the English on the phone and then my earbuds is in Chinese, I do want to do it in Chinese for Cantonese. So if I want to say something on the actual device, you guys can press and hold it right here, or press it, not just press and hold, sorry. And then if I want to activate it here for Chinese, I just press it one time, so just like this. And it pretty much activate the device on here so that we can start talking, but this is in Cantonese, so I want to restart it again to talk in Cantonese, so that way we can translate over here. Alright, so let's give it a try. Oh, before I try, I do want to mention that if you guys press right here, it also works as well. So I'm gonna press right here and start using it. Hi, 你個名叫乜嘢啊？你食咗飯未啊？ And it should translate over here.
Hi, what's your name? Have you eaten?
Alright, let's do it one more time. 你今日有冇上班返學啊？ Or 有冇返工今日啊？
Did you go to work or school today? We've got to work on the issue.
So the last part wasn't accurate on there when we do use it, but the first part was accurate, and that's probably because I rushed it a little bit. So I'm gonna do it one more time. 你知唔知道今日使唔使返學啊？
Do you know if you want to go to school today?
So that part is not fully accurate because what I asked was like, do you know if you guys want to go to school? So it's very close for translation on here when you guys use it, and you do have to speak very carefully when you guys do use it on the earbud option from my experience, but definitely does work. Now if I do the opposite and do Chinese on my ear right here and say English, I can hear on the earbuds on the device. Hi, how are you today? Did you eat lunch yet? Alright, so I spoke it too fast and I can't show you guys on here, but I did hear in Chinese. So you do have the option to do that on here and also on the other earbud that I show you guys, which is the M3 that we have here. So super easy to use as well, but you do need to have it on your phone when you guys use it. And this one you don't have to use it on your phone. This is directly on here. So that's why I say that this one right here is like a combination of like all of their product all combined into one. So when I do look at a T1 and T1 Mini, if you guys do combine it together, let me just show you guys a quick little demo because it might be too much to cover in one video. But right here, we do have the T1 Mini, very small device compared to the T1 that we have on this side. The T1 is a lot bigger, so it's not as compact design. So I do put both of them side by side. Here is what it actually looks like for both of them. But the one thing that you guys do have to keep in mind for the T1 is the back part right here. They do have a little camera for you guys to take a photo and translate it for you guys as well. For the X1, it does not have a camera for you guys to take a photo to translate it. So that's one thing that's not on the X1, which if they did have the option, that would be really cool because that would literally be everything all combined from all 4D devices into one. But if you guys do turn on, let me just show you guys what the screen looks like for both of them really quick because I think the videos are super long already. All right, so the battery is completely dead at the moment for the T1, so I'm gonna charge that up first. For the other one that's on my T1 that we have here, that's not the T1 Mini, I can use it, but there is an update, so let me actually update it really quick. It won't let me turn it on unless if I update or download the new firmware on here. So let me do that first. All right, so I just finished doing the update on here, and this is what the device looks like when you guys do look at it. Let me go out to the main page. So here's the main page that allows you guys to translate or take a photo on here, translate as well. And if you guys just swipe it over to this way, so just like this, you guys have a lot more options available when you guys do it on here, which is pretty cool. So there's a listen mode, there's a voice memo, there's like the translation, ask for direction, and so much more. So I do press on the ask direction option.
Excuse me, can you help me? We can use this translator to communicate.
So you do have the option to translate it in different languages as well. So let me try to figure out how to do it again so I remember. So pretty much for the ask direction option, you guys can preset the option on here on the bottom. And while I'm on here on the device, I do want to show you guys what's on the side here. So there's a power button, increase and lower button. Well, actually that's not the increase and lower button, but this is the button for you to activate the left and right if you guys want English or Chinese or vice versa when you guys do use that. This side right here is the one that is increase and lower the volume. And then there's like the microphone or speakers throughout the product. This should be the speaker. And then I believe the speaker is also in the bottom here as well. But there's definitely a lot of different options available on here for you guys to use. So for this one, when you guys use it just like the T1, you guys can just press the button and start using it. So one-click translation on the front page here. So you can see right there. Let's say, for example, if I do Cantonese to English, what you guys want to do is just press on the button on the side right here to activate which one you guys want to use. So let's say, for example, if I use Cantonese, you guys have to press and hold it. Hi, 你個名叫乜嘢?
What?
Let's try it one more time. Hi, 你個名叫乜嘢?
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Chris. How are you?
Hi，我叫克里斯，你好嗎？
Alright, so see how it does work when you guys do that? So that's why I say that when you guys use the handheld translator option, it seems like it has a better result and it's a little bit easier for it to use because all you need to do is just press the button on the side. But like I mentioned, you don't get as much of a privacy because of the speaker option when you guys use it. It's much louder and everyone can hear it. Where for earbud option, you guys can just talk to one person on the other end and it's a little bit more of a privacy design. But like I mentioned, you guys are more than welcome to use the photo translation where you can take a photo and it translate for you guys, which is really awesome as well. So to show you guys how the photo translator option works, let me show you guys that really quick. Alright, so for example right here, I do have a page that's in Japanese, which is the Tokyo Disneyland Resort. If you guys do go onto your device and click on the photo option to take a photo, let me show you guys how it works. So just go right here, press on photo, and you have to take a photo of the page and it'll translate it for you if you guys set the correct language on here. So let's say, for example, if you guys do Japanese, which is what the page is, transfer it to English. All you do is just take a photo of the page, and it will start translating the page on here. So let's see the result after we do use it. So hopefully you can see on the page right here, it shows you guys the translation. So that's pretty much how you guys use it on here, which is pretty cool. So everything on here seems pretty correct when you guys use it, at least from what I think. So let's change it to English to compare. So here is the English one for the word, and then here is the translation after you guys do use it. So just to show you guys some up close, here is this one for translation. And then here is the original one when you guys do translate it for English that's on the page. So it's pretty accurate, but not all the way. But you do have the option to translate it, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty much how you guys use the translation option on here for the camera option that's in the back. Same thing for the T1 Mini. All right, so you see how it does work for the photo translation option on there. Obviously, it's not going to be 100%, just like what they mentioned. It's usually like 95% of the translation result when you guys use it for any of the devices. So keep that in mind. But so far from experience, each one of these here, the X1 is definitely the most powerful one for the translation option. All right, so I got the product charged up a little bit for the T1 Mini. So pretty much how it works with this one, you guys want to just tap it for whatever language you guys want to use. So let's say, for example, if you guys do Cantonese on here and English for other one, just tap it on here and just start using it. And make sure it's near your mouth when you guys use it, because if you guys saw earlier for the T1, if it's too far away, it doesn't work. So I just want to tap on the Chinese option here. I think you guys have to press and hold it. Hi, how are you? 你個名叫乜嘢?
How are you? What's your name?
Let me try one more time because I messed up. Hi, 你今日食咗飯未啊? 你今日有冇返學啊?
Hi, did you eat today? Did you go to school today? Well.
Alright, so that one is translated pretty well. Now let's try the English one. Hi, how are you today? Yeah, I did go to school today. Did you go to school today?
Hey, 你今日好嗎? 是的，我今日確實去返學咗。你今日去返學咗嗎?
Alright, so the result on here is pretty well, and you do have a lot of different language for you guys to use on here as well. And the one thing that I think I forgot to mention is that for each one of the devices, they do have the option for you guys to use the offline translation option if you guys want to. So if I do go back to this main unit here, when you guys just click on something on here, like for example, Ask and Go, I don't know if that has that on here. Let me just double check. So this one doesn't have it on here, but the other one that I did saw earlier did have it. So let me go back to the other one. So for example, if I go to the one-on-one right here, if you guys do look at this page, in the bottom right here, there's offline translation. So that's pretty much the option you guys can download on here to use it for offline. Whenever you guys are out and about, don't have internet connection, you guys can download these to use. So there's like Chinese to English, Chinese to Japanese, and a bunch of other ones that you can download on here. So make sure to download those before you guys start traveling to different places to use it. So these are the different options available you can see if you guys scroll up and down. So make sure to download that before you guys do use it outdoor when you guys don't have internet connection. So that's pretty much everything for what you guys do get for all these units on here. This is a really long video, so I do apologize for that, but hopefully this is helpful for you guys to decide which product to get. Obviously, I'm not gonna tag all these products in the video for when I do post it in my other social media pages, but I just want to compare each one to give you guys an idea of what you guys do get. So now that I show you guys what the product looks like for the X1 and how it works, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not to get this unit here, or should you guys still get the other one, which is either the WT2, the M3, or the T1 or T1 Mini. So honestly, for this product, it is very expensive. It's like almost 3 times the price of what you guys would pay for the WT2, which is like one of the higher end ones that they do have. But honestly, if you guys can see the result when you guys do use it, it does give you guys a really strong result, just as strong as the T1 and T1 Mini. Like I mentioned, the only thing that this product does not have is the fact that it does not have the photo translation option on there, that you can take a photo and it translates for you. Honestly, I don't think that's a big thing for me. So if I were to use that option, I can always just use my phone to take a photo and translate it to do that option. So for me, honestly, I would have to say that X1 is probably the most worth it one out of all the ones I showed you so far, because it is a combination of all the devices that do have all in one. And it is perfect for you guys to use it in meetings or something as well, for a lot of people all at once, which is really awesome. Now, if I were to rank each one of these in terms of which one's the best option go for what you guys do get, the X1 right here is definitely the #1 choice for the best option available as of right now. My #2 choice, I think it will probably be either the Fluent Talk T1 or the T1 Mini. Those are a pretty good result for what you guys do get, and there's less privacy on those, so keep that in mind like I mentioned. My next one after that will probably be the WT2 because it does seem like the translation that's on there is a little bit more of a higher quality design translation on there compared to the M3. Like this is the M3 like I mentioned. But the cool thing about the M3 is the fact that it does have a cool design, how it's magnetic, which is really awesome, but doesn't give you guys as much functionality on there. And I think out of all 5 of these devices, that is the least favorite in my opinion. So that's pretty much my quick little feedback for each one and also which one's the most worth it. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have to want these, obviously don't buy one and save everyone something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.